Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's mid-afternoon as I'm filming this, at least. Hello, welcome, and a happy new year. First official review of 2017. We're kicking off the new year with a Taco Bell review. I'd also like to apologize right now for the background. I know people have complained it seems a little bland. This time around, there just wasn't any good shot of the Taco Bell again, so it is what it is, but adapt and overcome, as they say. Anyway, we're continuing on the saga of their double-stacked tacos. This is the sweet chili one. I think that's what it's called. The spicy sweet one, that's actually what it's called, but it does involve chili, as a matter of fact. This taco, and the premise of these tacos, is really to combine two seemingly contradictory flavors together into just a blast of flavor, as Taco Bell says. And this one combines a habanero sauce. Again, the first one had a habanero sauce there to begin with. This also has a habanero sauce, but it also combines that with a sweet chili. It'll be interesting to try out a sweet chili sauce, granted. And here's the taco. Of course, the layer of the tortillas is actually correct. I was wrong in the last one, and I admit that, but that's not entirely germane to what we're trying to get at here, which is what it tastes like. But yes, it actually does come with the soft tortilla and then the hard shell on the inside, so that is correct. And well, that being said, otherwise it's your standard taco. The main emphasis is on the sauce, so let's quit the talking and get to the eating here, and let's eat. So the spicy sweet taco from Taco Bell going in. Take about 2 more bites or so. Well, it certainly is an interesting flavor, and it's an interesting taco, definitely. Would I necessarily say, though, that the spiciness of the habanero and that sweetness of the sweet chili are really the two most contrasting flavors of this dish? I would not, as a matter of fact. Now, I should say, number one, the sweet chili is very potent. It's a very strong, almost honey-esque type sweetness that you'll really notice. It's a very thick sweetness, thick liquid on this taco. It really does get into everything, and it is a very, very potent, strong sweetness, so it will definitely stand out to you. But in terms of what actually contrasts the most, I didn't really find the spiciness and the sweetness to be two great contrasts. Again, they blended together rather nicely, and the spiciness really comes in its main form as an aftertaste. What really contrasts the most is how this sweet sauce, this sweet chili sauce, reacts with the seasoned beef. That's very interesting, and the two just don't seem to really go together that well. They do blend together all right, but they just don't seem to complement each other in the way that Taco Bell perhaps would have hoped they would. I say this in regard, imagine you're sitting there eating a taco, a standard taco, and you think it's a good idea to pour honey all over the seasoned beef. You know, you'd say to yourself, oh, that sounds pretty gross. That wouldn't go together well at all. Well, that's exactly what this is, essentially. The sweet chili is for what it really tastes like, it's just a fancy name for honey. So putting that on the seasoned beef here, and having that saltiness of the beef mix in with that very sweet sauce, they just don't blend together that well, and you notice that very stark contrast right there in terms of those flavors. But the two desired flavors, granted, the spiciness and the sweetness, they go together well, but it did have its unintended consequences as well. In terms of everything else, of course, the lettuce is doing what it does. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with the cheese either. I actually prefer this type of little stringy cheese compared to their nacho cheese, but that's just personal preference. And, I mean, with that being said, let's take a momentary pause and sip at the Thirst Buster. But I mean, that being said, and all things considered, yeah, it's $1. It's okay. But I'd say the other one, the cool habanero one, that's better than this one. It's still good for the price, but the first one is much better in my opinion. Therefore, out of 10, given the price, $1, and given the flavor that I talked about, and all other things considered, out of 10, what am I going to be rating the spicy sweet double stacked taco from Taco Bell? Out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to give this product, I'm still going to rate it fairly high, but it's only going to get a 7.5 out of 10, which is average on my scale, just due to the fact that it does have a few small little things it can work on, but in the end, it's still an acceptable product. Well, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I got for you. I three-piece suited it up for this good old Taco Bell review to welcome in the new year. And that's all I got. Have a good one, and we'll see you later. Take care.